Hello, my name is Myron Massey, and this is my mechanic for Tournamental. My mechanic is basically just a magnet tile and a button. So basically how it works is it pulls pulls blocks, interactable blocks towards itself, and when you hit this button, it does the opposite. It pushes them away. And this black box is just a box that cannot be moved, unlike the white box, which you can move by pressing E. That's basically how it works. I'll now go through the rest of my demonstrations. Pretty cool mechanic. And yeah, that's basically everything. Alright, and basically how this thing works. Well, first let me go through like how I have it set up. Over here, I have it so that you can change the direction. It changes automatically. So you can basically make it move up, down, left or right, and it still works. And have it set up on is pull so that it automatically switches, and the colors and the magnet itself changes, so like the plus virus automatically moves both blocks that you can and can't push. So first I think we start with the button, which basically on event begin play toggles tile color, which basically just changes the planes, which is this right here, to different colors, and it checks for that. And then once you enter the tile, it'll play a sound. First on A, it'll play a sound. Check is pull. If it's true, that false, and then do push magnetism, and then obviously string. Here it does the opposite, and then on B, it's basically the same thing, but backwards. And that's how the button works, which is also connected right here. So you just click here, like so, and that works. And then nothing in the construction strip. For this, I do have something in the construction strip which changes the rotation for it's basically how you get it to move right here. For the actual functionality though, starting way over here and begin play, toggles this. It basically changes how it looks on a timer based off of his pull. So I think it changes, yes, it changes from blue to red depending on whether or not it's positive or negative. And then here, basically the same thing for the button. If it is, pull is true. Do pull magnetism, change how it looks. If it's false, push, change how it looks again. And here's what it actually does the pushing and pulling. Have it on a timer, checks the direction. Actually, don't even know why that's there. I'm going to ignore that. The pull checks the interactive box. So this does both the white and black box, which can and can't be pushed. Then puts it in an array. And then it checks the current tile that it's on, so itself equals that equals its x for the box's x. This is for the up direction. It does it differently for each direction, but for this direction specifically, checks for the x or both, makes sure they're both equal, and then sees if the y is greater, no, sorry, if the y of the magnet tile is less than the y of the box tile. And it also checks the direction. If that is true, it'll then get the tile in front of it and subtract 1 each time as it moves the tile. And then if it's facing this direction, to place the sound. And that's basically it, but the same thing over and over again for each direction. And the values change depending on, again, the direction. So same thing here for the left, and same thing here for right. And again, like you'll see, if it's true, it does this. If it's not true, it'll check here. If it is true, go there, false, and so on, so forth. And then down here is basically the same thing for push, but again, the directions are swapped. So here it checks the Y. No, still, never mind, sorry. Checks the X, sees if it's equal, and then different sign this time. I believe it's the, yes, it's left and right that checks the Y, and the X, and then up and down that checks the X. And the same thing here, gets the coordinates, moves the tile, plays sound. Same thing here, and here. Pretty simple, a lot of repetitiveness, but pretty fun to put together. That is all. Thank you.